And we're back in a galaxy
We're
far, far
back.
away. Yes,
Been
we
a
are
while.
back. We are not front for the time being. So resuming from when we left off last time, and it's been some time.
Yeah, the reason why we haven't had any Mass Effect or Star Wars for the last couple of weeks is because we've had a lot going on. Enough to postpone any D&D for the time being up until now. So hooray, we're back.
With that being said, the group has reconvened back on Ossus. They made some plans for the time being, but they're still uncertain of what exactly they are going to do going forward. One thing that is certain is going back to Coruscant and presenting everything the party was able to acquire as far as information go to people in the Senate that can be trusted.
Body check.
That is the number one
Priority.
certain move.
Mm-hmm.
The second is that Neo had some ideas. He began working fervently to to uncover things and make plans.
Mm-hmm.
Whether those plans are going to lead anywhere remains to be seen, though. So,
And another number 3 plan, which is definitely not going to be in motion for a while. I take it is Elena is working with a Jedi to get Ahsoka back, pretty much, when she's not distracted.
yes. So, a couple of days pass. There are some conversations that are happening around the temple. Nar, you have
Yeah.
a brief conversation with Wedge,
Mm-hmm.
and he pretty much tells you that he's going to head back with the rest of his of the troops that arrived on Ossus
Yeah.
to take care of business. You get your payment, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course, I accepted that, and I tell him that if he has stuff like that he plans to do, I'm always close to, so he can basically give me a call when need to. And I tell him that I think I know where my troubles are going to take me next.
He says that he's most certainly going to take you up on that offer because he has plans.
Nara that smiles and says, "I like your plans, man."
You may be the only one, but
we're just that kind of unique people.
yes.
Mhm.
So after these 2 days, he takes his leave as well with the rest of the detachment that was sent there by the CNR company
Mhm.
to see and appraise the findings and everything that has happened. And you also get a new hand
Yes.
with the help of
A
numerous,
mechanic.
yes, with a few droids, Silgal, that is, she
Yep.
may be a Jedi, but she's she was a doctor before that,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
very experienced.
Nurse going to spend a few days just testing how well the hand responds to different stuff that he knows how to do, combat stuff like that. And
It
after all that time is done, he will go looking around for Elena or Jawen, whoever he finds first.
okay.
Mhm. You can roll it. It doesn't matter who it is.
I'd say that the easiest person to find would be Jawain at this point.
Okay.
At the moment, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now we have to wait for Tyrant to come back.
Mm.
Do do do.
Sorry.
In the meantime,
Yep. Mhm.
uh, there has been a few roles that Neo did, uh, and he was able to make some interesting findings. But more time is needed for him to uh, actually put everything into perspective and begin to analyze his findings. So, the roles we did last time, max time, we're
There, there
keeping.
is there is just one thing that Neo does share. The rest he keeps to himself. By the way,
Okay,
Mears. The thing he shares is the thing that he promised Krokuk to tell the regarding the weapon that attacked him.
okay,
That's the only thing that he shares. He goes to Krokuk and informs him of what it was and how it works.
okay. That is information that Kukruk would share with his colleagues. So it becomes common knowledge that the weapon that was used against him utilizes a particular version of a weaponized version, I should say, of tractor beams, which means um, it utilizes tractor beam technology, I should say. It's not the same thing for obvious reasons. The catch is once a weapon like that locks on a target, they are going to get hit.
Yep.
Which means someone has to remain out of the line of sight completely if they want to be safe. Otherwise, you're getting hit. Number one, and number two, it causes extreme damage. And yeah, it seems to be not a very uh, pleasant thing to happen to anyone.
Yep.
Thing is, from what Nia was able to find, that technology like this has been utilized in the fringes of the unknown regions. Uh, this is where the information comes from that he was able
That
to
part
find.
he won't share from where he comes from. By the way, Mears. He just what the
Okay,
weapon
okay,
is. It's what he shares. The rest he keeps to himself. Sorry.
okay. But yeah, to what extent this weapon is tampered with, you don't know.
Yep.
Uh, so, perfect.
Perfect.
Right on time.
Sorry.
It's fine. You're
Okay,
needed.
back.
So now,
You're needed for a roleplay, but not my one yet.
Oh, okay. What's going on?
It's going to be a quick one. At one point, Narcissu, well, he was looking for something after you see that he has his mechanic armor and he clearly has been practicing from what you're seeing, and he says, "Hey, little guy, do you guys have a spot on your team or something like that? Since I take it you or the other one are kind of the leaders."
Me and the other one?
You know, the girl, magic wizard, whatever.
Oh,
The girl magic wizard.
I mean, maybe, but I don't know if it's a good idea to have a blood cultist there.
Not just look at you and say, "Blood cultist." I'm a warrior. I don't just go on the unnecessary hands or things that I don't have an idea of how to hunt. If I was a blood cultist, I would just looking for people to kill constantly. And believe me, there are plenty of people here that could take advantage to do that. You see that he's really angry. It's the first time that you actually see him angry out of combat, like he has been insulted.
At least
What do you think we're even going to be doing?
Don't know. Seems like you guys get into interesting stuff. And that's the kind of payment I usually look for some of the jobs I take. Sometimes I don't even ask for money, so yeah. What do you
What did
say?
he
Do you
ask
need a
you
higher
for
arm
this time?
just for you to take me where mission you have, at least for now?
I mean, at least for now, I don't see how it could hurt, but
Discuss it with who you need to discuss it if you're not sure. Just asking in advance
no,
and
no, no,
give
no,
you a
no, no,
chance to pick.
no. You fail to understand. You are what I'm unsure about. Are you not still recovering?
What do you think I am sorry by that? I'm working on my recovery and I'm recovering pretty fast, to be honest.
Okay. Then, okay, so that's a physical recovery. What about like I've never lost a limb before. Came pretty close, but
It will always hurt. It will always feel the pain of this and stuff like that if you're asking of that. If you're talking about my feelings regarding her, I absolutely want revenge, but I won't put revenge for over whatever the mission is of the objective. I am a professional. First above all, I am a warrior, and a warrior without a goal, without succeeding its objective, is just useless.
you want revenge.
I
What?
won't deny that I don't like her, that I want her dead for damaging my honor. Yes, but I won't, like I said, I won't put that over a mission or something like that. That's personal. That's me time. What I'm asking you here, if I ever come across her within this job, I won't put that above whatever it is that we're doing. You have my word.
At this point, you see Joanne is uh, he is like deep in thought, and
Mhm.
it's almost like he's debating whether or not he should ask you the one question he really wants to.
Could Nar see this easily, or Jawin is trying to hide it?
I'm not. He's not really trying to hide it. It's just like
Okay. I'm asking because I need to know if you need me to do a roll or not.
I
Basically.
don't. Like one thing Joanne is not very good at is concealing these kind of things. So.
Okay.
He's not a ladder.
So no. Okay. Okay. Now then we'll say, just ask what you need to ask. I'm very to the point guy. I won't get angry. I'm contrary. Just dancing around the subject is what probably annoys me more.
If I told you the objective was to see her alive,
Then I will make sure that
would you
I
still put the
don't kill
mission
her.
ahead?
Like I said, I don't have a problem with doing that. I am a professional. It's me time when I go for her head. It won't be when we if it's hard to get. It won't be when we're in whatever mission. You tell me the objectives is needed alive. Okay, I won't touch her head. I won't touch her heart. I won't touch her lungs or whatever else you are worried about. I am a professional. I am a warrior. A warrior above else is someone who fights for a cause, whatever he agrees to or not.
No, I
Oh,
think that Titan is.
yeah, his internet got the big cut.
Yeah, literally. Like,
Which part?
did you get the full set? Did you get my full question?
That you need her. Uh, that we need to basically see her alive to not kill her, stuff like that.
Yeah, it was basically just like,
Mm.
do would you follow the mission ahead of your own urges,
Yeah,
even if I were to tell you that we wanted her alive?
yeah. I hear all of that, and yeah, and North's response is, if that's the mission, that's what I will do. If whatever don't cost to fight for is worthless. Whatever I have as a personal means won't get in the way of the mission. First the mission, always the mission first. It's only when it's the mission is succeed and I have my own time that it's where it falls.
Okay. Then no, for right now, I would actually like to have you around.
Very well. Then I will still be sleeping around the ship and be ready for whatever. Tell me the cover our next objective. I guess you can turn around from there and begin to go to do some more practice.
He'll stop you, shouting out "Nar."
He turns around. Said you.
You have nothing to prove.
Nara dad looks at you and says, "I know. It's not about proving me. It's about the finding more of what I desire to improve and fight, the kind of causes that I want to pledge myself to. That's the only thing that matters above all. The creed of my clan."
Well, then get back to honoring it.
Okay.
Right. In the meantime, the preparations for a small group that is going to Coruscant uh, in the next couple of days, maybe.
Okay.
And Luke is going to be one of the people that goes. I'm guessing that Elena is going to tag
Yeah.
along as well, which
Yeah, she is.
means yes, the rest of the group can easily follow. As for you, Brindor, it's a good opportunity to get back to Coruscant, see how things are there, try to scope exactly what is happening, and
Get a
what
refresh
all
on your
of this.
magazines.
Yes, and
And
to see
it's been
exactly.
months. I need new ones. Even though in game it's only been like a couple of weeks.
Space Amazon doesn't reach here as fast as other places on the galaxy.
We're
I
out in the
need my
boonies.
next edition of Rebel Weekly.
So, um, if there is something that you want to do before you actually get ready to head to Coruscant, now is the time to do it.
There's a couple of things Alana wants to do. One thing we could just skip over because it's just Alana will finally come down from her tree. And first thing, the one we'll skip over is she goes to check on Kikroak because, above anything, she is still worried about him. And she just sits down with
Yeah,
him to.
Kukruk is. There is a nasty scar there, but that probably is not going to go away. But he's fine for the
Yeah.
most part.
Alana will reassure him about her by saying that, yeah, I'm gonna deal with this thing with Luke first, and then when I'm back, I'll come see you when I'm back so we can talk.
Perfect.
Yeah. And then she will finally go to rest in her room where, more than likely, I'm guessing she'll find Joanne.
About time.
You've been there this entire time?
Not the entire time.
Just most of it.
I mean, I do have to take restroom breaks.
Fair enough.
So that's why my mini fridge is almost empty.
Oh, you noticed that?
Yeah, damn it.
At least it was you rather than the younglings again. That's not. She doesn't actually say that. Yeah. Sorry for being so absent recently. Alana says she just goes sit on her bed.
For the most part, you're not alone.
Alana will look at you. Not say anything, just look at you, waiting for you to explain.
You know all of those artifacts Dracera took from that museum?
You took one, didn't you?
He pulls the holocron out from within his cloak.
Well, thank you for making my next appointment with Dracera more awkward than it needs to be, Alana says.
She doesn't need to know.
She's gonna know without. She's gonna know. She's gonna notice a missing hologram.
That's only if she cataloged them. See, in a way, I am also kind of torn up of the fact that I took this.
Why?
It was just something that she said. She said that she was close to what she thought was an answer, but I didn't believe her one bit.
I wouldn't either, to be honest.
You're not the only one who thinks that. I've already talked to both Ilva and Merrin about trying to talk to make her see sense, but I don't even think that's gonna work.
No. But, ironically, maybe what we've been trying to show her is not the wake-up call that she needs.
Maybe she doesn't want to be woken up.
Maybe. But I also believe that she does want to find answers. We just have to help her see that maybe the answers aren't what she wants them to be. Especially considering the fact that, her logic is kind of sort of dismissive of a lot of factors.
The shameful thing is, I was like that once. I know exactly where she's coming from, but at the same time, knowing that makes me reflect on what could be the right answers. She hasn't. We need to make sure that she has the same awakening I did. But it's whether or not she will listen. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, someone doesn't want to listen.
This is about more than just Dressera now, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm afraid it is.
Look. I cannot even imagine what losing Kalarin first to the darkness within himself and then to death. I can't imagine what that must have been like for you. And I think that that would remain true forever, despite whether or not you even attempted to share.
For me to be able to share this, I'd have to figure out how to think about it myself first. And it's not just Kalara that troubles me. As she lays down, she actually reaches into her robes and gives you the data pad that she showed Luke. Give this a read, and maybe you might be able to make sense of things that I can't.
Okay. In the meantime, He hands over the holocron. Reluctantly, but he does.
Why are you giving this to me?
Because maybe we should never stop looking for answers.
That's going to be where we stop that one, I think.
Okay. So, 2 more days pass, and everything is ready for your departure. Your shuttle, your Lambda class shuttle, is repaired for the most part. There are still some small things that need to be fixed or replaced for everything to be fully functional again, but you can fly around with it safely.
I knew I should have got my family involved in that.
Wait, did they take the guns?
No, the guns are still there.
But the batteries are gone.
Oh god.
So, you gather and you're ready to start your journey. Coruscant.
Mm-hmm. Before,
Near there to say you goodbye.
yeah.
Just making sure.
Actually, you can all go there. There is no.
Alana looks
I
at.
mean,
Alana actually will look at Neo.
Brinder would want to go back either way to see what else is happening.
He needs his gosh darn magazine!
Shipping's too expensive out here.
Alana will look at Neo.
Straight from the source. It's always the easiest and cheapest.
Alana will look at Neo and just say to him, "You're more than welcome to come along if you want. This is as much for you as it is for me."
Yeah, that looks at Karen and says, "Sorry, I'm pretty busy here. Have a lot of different things moving around, so won't be leaving this planet for a while. Sorry."
Alana will just smile and say, "Don't worry. If I see her, I'll tell her to come visit."
Yeah, that was a no need for that. But hey, if you want to, sure, I appreciate. Take care.
All right. Get the oven on. I'll be expecting a piping hot calzone when I return, she says, finally giving you a small smile.
Yeah, just take that. And raises his hand to say goodbye, basically.
As they're getting along the shuttle, Elena will actually move next to Luke and just hand him the data pad, saying, "I trust you with it more than I trust myself," and then gets on the ship.
He gives you a nod and he says, "Try not to be late." And you see that he departs with his X-wing. So you gather back in your ship. Brinder, it's a little bit frustrating that there are some functions that are missing right now. But okay, there are worse things.
I mean, Neo did
This
what
is
he could
Imperial
in a limited
technology.
time.
They don't necessarily have like the inbred know-how to
This
to
is
repair it
also
entirely properly.
like, I don't know.
Again, near the book he could in the limited time he had.
We'll have to get it to a proper, fully kitted out shop.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll buy
that's
some
something.
magazines to see what's suggested.
That is certainly something that you should look into back on Coruscant. So, back in your ship, you buckle up and you're off.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of
So,
Senate.
yes, after a few days, you arrive at your destination. It's I don't know how much of a welcoming sight it would be for you to return to us after all this. But there is a lot of movement around. Uh, the traffic is always bad on Coruscant, but it's especially bad for some reason.
Oh no!
Freaking Friday.
Who decided to parade the freaking Chancellor around today?
Friday night booze nights. God damn it.
Why are they parading the entire Senate?
I got a second. I thought it was just Luke and I coming here. Why are we parading the entire Jedi Council?
No, it's National Republic Day. They're all out parading.
Oh, so that's why
And
Chewie.
what's worse is the confetti gets everywhere.
Elena will look out at the parade, looking at Han and Chewie, look all dressed up and looking depressed, and she just thinks, "I'm with you there, bros. I'm with you."
So, you land in one of the platforms that have been assigned for your arrival. You see that Luke's X-wing is on that same landing area as well. So you begin departing, and first things first. After a small talk with Luke, he says that the meeting is going to take place. Well, the initial meeting is going to take place in 2 days. So you have a couple of days to walk around, talk to other people if you want, try to communicate with other people, and for you, Brinder, to catch up. Nar, you can also pay a visit to the Sinner Company to see what's happening there. It's not much, but you hear something interesting.
Okay.
Wedge is not there for the time being, and the word that's getting around, the rumors, I should say, is that he's working on making his own mercenary division, let's say.
Nor exits the villain after that, and he has a very big smile on his face for the future.
Uh,
Is it the CNR Booty Patrol?
Yes. As for you to bring there, you know people that could fix the saddle properly.
Yeah, how much
Not
is
on
it
the
gonna
rush.
cost?
Yeah, we're not Jawas. We're not going to strip it. We're not going to strip everything they fix.
Well, the cost depends. From the things you know, it's not going to be cheap. Then again, you might get a better price.
It will cost you 5 million credits or half your magazine collection.
Well, that's fine. They're back issues. I don't care about them anymore.
But what about your favorite one? The one of the insert gear here.
If you
Yes,
want to
but
go
that's what digital copies are for, Max.
Fair.
Yeah, Brindle just bought this new app called Kindle, and it's been really helpful about sorting out his collection.
Yeah,
So, you can go ahead and roll gather information check to see what prices and what people you can find and ask around. Okay. Oh God.
Listen, this is important. Magazines are very informative for this.
Yes.
That may not be enough. Then you may need to roll a force point.
For some reason, you know exactly the right people.
Mhm.
Well,
What do
you
you
have-
mean for some reason? I read magazines like other people go through potato chips.
Exactly. He knows exactly where to look at.
So, you have you also know a few people that are still doing their thing around the capital. So
he
yeah.
goes to the he
Hey
goes to
guys, I've got this military grade ship in civilian ownership. Can you fix it up for me?
in exchange you must help us build our
Basically,
next.
yeah.
Okay, but in exchange you must help us build our next machine for Robot Wars.
Why did you say so?
We need you to help with Sergeant Bash the Third.
People like us are begging for opportunities like this. So, I'd say a roll a persuasion check to see how much you can
It can
reduce
cost.
the price. All right.
Damn it! You needed it a bit higher.
Believe me,
mean-
that's more than fine, to be honest.
Oh, it is. To be honest, I'm very used to you saying, "Oh, you're short. Oh, you're
You
short."
can. No.
Unless it's
That's only to you.
That's only.
Yeah, I know. That's what.
Ew.
I know. That's what that's why I'm used to that.
Yeah.
Do you want me to deny it? No.
But
Maris, would there be a point to force pointing this or no?
Nah.
Not really, to be honest.
Nah.
Okay, I am a cheapskate, but
Oh
if it doesn't get me anything, then it's not worth spending the force point.
no, I agree.
See also cheapskate.
Oh no, I agree. Don't get me wrong, I agree.
Okay, I'm not going to give you half my magazine collection.
I like
but
hoarding my credits, but I also like hoarding my force too.
Wait, only I get to hoard my force.
So,
No, you get to have your force and eat it too.
Yeah.
That sounds a little disgusting.
Wait, it's a delicacy here on Osus.
But the force is all living things, so that's gonna have some cannibalism involved. That's bad. Stop it. No cannibalism. I'll
So-
get the water bottle out and squirt you again.
here we are. Okay, so you get
Here we are.
everything. You get everything fixed for.
Yep.
Let me see.
Everything we have.
I mean, I think I'm hauling around the party's bank still.
For actually 4,000 credits.
Oh, dude, that's cheap.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's pretty cheap.
Huzzah for persuasion and also
I told
reading the
you,
correct magazines.
exactly.
Yes.
You find the right people for this.
For the right job and for the right
and for the
words.
the exact right people for the exact right job for the exact right price. Oh, and then we lowered that a little bit.
Oh, good. But in the actual game, if we do a video game of this, the magazine will be marked out by a giant face of Fresh going, "This one."
Follow the neon signs.
No,
Yeah.
no, no. No, it will be if released a neon sign behind him, and above all of that, Aku. And the name will be Aku Provides.
So,
No, that's the name of the game.
Well, I
No,
mean, this time I'd say for
this
this
one
one,
is
the dice
the.
provided.
yeah. Happy with yourself about this development. And with some time to spare because you're not going to be present in whatever talks are going to take place. So, there are some possibilities. You could poke around some of your contacts to see if there is anything interesting happening, or you could also check on how things are going with the guy that has actually. A second.
The guy who owns the magazine store.
No, I probably checked on the magazine store while the repairs were happening.
Oh, no, I mean the guy that has actually hired you the last time, and that's none other than the Mood himself.
He's in a bad mood.
I guess I can check in on the mood.
He's in a bad mood, unfortunately. He lost all his savings on not accepting the quest.
So there he is in all his glory, in all his contemplative glory.
Where?
So
I don't see him.
the icon. Don't see the icon?
Nope.
My icon
Yes.
has changed.
Yes, I
Yeah,
see.
we
You
Oh,
change. You
The
change
icon's
it.
changed. Yeah, the icon's changed. There we go.
Yeah.
I thought it was on
Yeah,
screen.
we can
So-
see. Don't worry.
He tells you that the Mood tells you that he's quite busy actually with his findings.
Leave your message after the tone.
With everything, actually, question for you: would you tell him about the meeting with? Well, you're not entirely sure what the deal with this guy is yet.
Well, I know he works with that Ewok and the Ewoks gang.
It's just like teddy bears clicking like London gangsters.
Yeah.
So he's probably not like a terrible guy. He also seems rather businessy mood wise. So, I'd probably talk with him about it, see what his thoughts on the matter are.
Okay. Well, Rudin's approach to things is practical.
Are
So-
they paying me?
Tells you this, that he might have talked about a deal of sorts with the Abator for learning a few things more about the item that he got. And it is possible that he might learn some extra information that could be very interesting for the rest of you, which means he's going to share that free of charge, of course. And he explains to you that pretty much the only thing he wants is to find a way to safely develop the particular technology that he's interested in. He also says that this is something that could interest the Bureau as an entity. So there is a possibility of additional funds on that project. But he has to do very diligent work to make sure that the people that are in the know about this are the right people. Because yes, maybe the Bureau is mainly business oriented and they care about what they are doing and not anything else pretty much, but still it's one of the most influential galactic organizations, so there's a good chance that there might be some people there that are, well, they could potentially cause problems or try to take advantage of a project like this. So, he tells you that he needs some time to make everything work, and he will keep in touch in the meantime.
All right. I guess with that, time to go check in on the party.
You go back to see everyone's dead, unfortunately.
Ah, wow, shit. Well, I guess I'm not getting that quest completed.
No,
Well, I
you're
guess
alone,
back to the desk job.
exactly. You have to find a new. So, going back, you can of course share your success about.
Guys, the ship is fixed. All other news is irrelevant.
You catch Elena just about to leave, and she goes, "Oh, cool." And then she gets in the speeder.
I think she was underimpressed with what happened.
They do not
Anyway.
Whatever could have given you that impression?
Anyway, moving on to important things. Reading the magazines I got.
This week on Rebel Weekly.
No, Rebel Weekly ended a while ago. They rebranded to Republic Weekly.
Now it's rebranded to Republic Today.
So,
No, that's a different line.
the initial meeting is about to take place. So, Elena and Jawin, if you actually want to attend.
He's probably hanging on Elena's coattails going, "I'm not leaving you right now."
So, you go to a familiar office, and you see that two familiar people are there. Luke and Leia are already inside, and it seems that have been talking for a while. And when you enter, you see that Leia does a small bow to you and says, "It's good to see that you're fine. I heard what happened."
Elena just nods and doesn't say anything, and she will move beside Luke to actually help continue the conversation.
Immediately, she points at the sofas around and says, "Oh, please have a seat. I think I think that what little we were able to gain from all that operation can actually prove very useful. From what I could see from a very fast read that I did, I can say that there's some damning evidence for particular people with various with a variety of influence and seats of power inside the Republic. The thing that is most intriguing and alarming is that there are a couple of names that are really high up. I cannot say with certainty what exactly they're planning, and that is the problem. We need to find exactly their plans, what they're doing, the rest of their colleagues and co-conspirators, if you want to call them that, and end this threat before it becomes difficult to deal with.
But we can't do it in a way so overt that they become suspicious. We need someone who can
No,
blend
we
in with.
can't, and certainly we cannot be completely official with it yet. Because that is going to, well, let's say it, let's call it how it is. If we go public with this, there's a lot of people within that list that we have that are going to use every trick in the book to postpone and make this procedure as slow as possible. Uh, and this is going, of course, to win them time to cover the tracks or minimize the damage, etc., etc. And we don't want that to happen. From what I understand, there is also a particular name that has, well, personal significance for you specifically. And this is talking to you, Elena.
Alana won't respond because she knows it's bigger than her, so she will just give a nod.
Thing is that he has, well, Minister Duri hasn't made his dislike of the New Jedi Order secret. He's been somewhat vocal about it. Of course, I didn't think he would go to extremes like that.
Some people may surprise you, but some people, if you work with them long enough, they make you blind to what their true motives are.
Yes, the thing is that the few years that he has, the chair that he has, he's been rather effective. So that makes it a bit tricky. But as I said, if we have irrefutable evidence of his involvement in these affairs, well, nothing is going to save him from that. That look just says that perhaps we should also try to find out what his angle is exactly. Let's not rule out the possibility of maybe finding some common ground, if not with him, maybe with others.
That would be easier said than done, Alana adds.
Oh, I know, but it could be the best solution in this situation, if that is possible.
If what you suggest is going to work, we're going to need someone who can blend into their circles. Find out with exactly what they want without raising any suspicion.
A few people spring into mind. Leia chimes in. I'm somewhat reluctant to go forward with this to them, of course, because, well, they're unpredictable people, to say the least. But I trust them. I'm just not sure that things will go as smoothly as we'd like.
When does it ever? Alana says with a serious look.
In any case, we might need your assistance in gathering more information about certain people in this list.
I mean, I've already spent the last 7 years investigating one name. What's another? Alana says with a small smile.
I well, I was expecting that you would have a positive answer in this. Say, there is one more important matter that needs to be discussed, and that is the people, the third party that got involved, and well, from what I understand, they are the ones that got how do I say it? The result they wanted from this. And from the time being, they are a wild card. It is rather clear. I'm a bit reluctant to say that, but still, it's rather clear that they are not allied with the enemies that we have right now.
From what I understand of the motives of this third party, they only act on things that they are fairly certain that the risk is worth the reward. They never do anything that could jeopardize their position.
Yes, the problem is that we don't know what this result they are seeking is. We don't know what they are planning. We don't know their intentions. We don't know almost anything. And that could be. That could prove very problematic in the future.
More than you think, Elena will say. She looks both to Luke and...
Especially since, and Luke says at that point, especially since they have targeted people like, Ahsoka, but I know for a fact she has very, very sensitive information.
Alana will actually complete to something that she knew from season 1 with Luke and Leia say. This person also had a working relationship with one of our former enemies as well. It seems that and from what I've experienced of the man in charge, he never allows us to know anything about what he thinks or what he wants that he doesn't want us to know. Finding out information that he's looking for without his knowledge is far more difficult than I would like.
Yes. That Luke looks at you both and he says, it takes skill and courage to go up against a trained Jedi, especially if you're not one. And from what I understand, there is a particular individual that did that with great effect. We have already talked about everything that happened, and I have informed Leia. And the more I think about it the more I'm getting certain that we should at least make sure that he's not going to be in danger.
I completely agree. And I will look at Luke and Leia, knowing exactly what she's about to say. It may be controversial, but it's the only thing she can think of a solution. If we're going to combat this potential threat, what we need is someone who can understand the way that he may be able to think and the way he acts better than any of us can in this situation. It takes a bounty hunter to know a bounty hunter.
Can't say I have the best relationship with bounty hunters. Leia thinks a bit and says, neither do I, to be honest. I mean, I have nothing against the guild, but it just never happened to work with any of them closely, so
I do have.
even if I did, I'm not sure that they would be of much help.
Until we can think of any other solutions, Elias says, I don't think there's anyone else we can actually think of trying, because the only people I can think of who might be able to do a job are people who he won't even let close to him.
It's worth a look. Any leads at this point should be considered. So, I believe we have our job cut for us. I will make sure that I will mobilize people that I trust and try to uncover discreetly and quickly as many things as I can about the people in this list and their dealings. If I need your help, I'm going to let you know.
I don't know, we'll give a small nod.
In the meantime, you're always welcome. So you can stay for as long as you want. And of course, tell to the rest of your group that they're free to help themselves in the hotel and everything else. But consider yourselves guests.
I might have to take you up on that, Alana says with a smile to Leia. And as she turns away from Luke and Leia, she'll mention to Jwain, would you mind going to pass that on to the party? There's an old friend I need to go and see. She says that deliberately in front of Luke and Leia to know that even though she's doing this for pleasure, she is trying to find ways to circumvent the difficulties they're having right now.
The moment that Lena exits, Luke glances at you, Jwain, and he says, "Well, she's doing it again, isn't she?" Oh no, we lost time. We lost time?
No. Oh, you could tell.
That difficult? Try not to worry too much. Stuff, and who knows, maybe whoever she wants to meet is going to be helpful.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be helpful in at least one way.
I'll trust you on that. Refreshment?
Why not?
Would you like some Jawa juice?
It's been a long flight.
So, Jwain, you have you spend your evening quite fancily.
Elena will be back, don't get me wrong, but there's something she needs to do right now and she doesn't want to make it too complicated.
Okay, let's go to it.
I'm pretty there's a song. Sure, there's a song about complicated things.
Yeah.
Yes, there is one.
Elena just goes by on her speed and passes a concert by Simply Red.
Oh god. So, now that you are free of the oppressive presence of the Jawa and
she doesn't find it oppressive, but
I know.
Yeah, Luke and Jwain understand that there are some times where she would like to have some time to herself.
All right. So, the day passes, and Brindor, you get a nice chance to have a very good room in one of the central hotels on Coruscant. From what you understand, everything is paid for, so
Oh, that's it. That's the important thing.
why not? They also have magazine delivery services, so
Yes, perfect.
It's a good job.
Amazing.
It's a good job that someone you work with has friends in high places.
All right, time to rack up the orders on someone else's Someone else is paying for this. You say, all right. Giant, like cartoonishly long list rolls
Cube-
down. All right, here's all the things I need to order. Quick.
Cue for
Time
Dave.
to go overboard.
Yeah, cue for Dave that we leave where Elena has to have a very awkward conversation about Leia why her credit bill for the hotel comes up to 5 million credits.
When the party is leaving Coruscant, what do you mean there's inflation?
What do you mean you can't fit in the spaceship among all the boxes of magazines?
Elena will just go to Leia and go, I'm sorry about that. It seems that someone in my crew likes to spend frivolously. I don't know what on, she says, looking at the ship that's covered in magazines.
So, after a few rolls, Elena, would you contact? Come on. Would you contact Desa in the days that you spent there?
She's
you
going
mentioned that you would. At some
she's
point.
going to contact her and or go directly to her. Pretty much.
Okay. Question: do you want to take anyone else?
For the first meeting, no.
Okay. The first meeting is going to be very simple.
Let's just say for the second meeting, she's not going to take someone to Dasa. She's going to take Dasa to someone.
Okay. So the first meeting, the moment she sees you, goes there, hugs you, says, "I know what happened.
Elena just gives a certain look and goes, "Yeah, I figured he'd tell you."
Yeah. Oh yeah, he told me. He told me in great detail. In alarmingly great detail.
Elena
And
just
by
has.
alarmingly, I mean, I don't know how did you see Neo exactly? Is he in his right mind?
I don't think either of us are, Elena says with a knowing look.
Oh, perfect. I told him, but I was well a bit how to say it, a bit tactful with it, so he wouldn't get dismissive or angry. Not that he does that, but well, you get what I mean.
Yeah, Elena will get straight to the point. Just look at Dasa and say, "I know he's doing this because he's worried about me, but what exactly did he say to you?"
He said that he's going to find as much information as he can about a certain someone that apparently is my greatest I don't know how to call it, competitor.
Elena will try and seem a bit more cheery when she wants to feel to try and cheer Jacer up and say, "So that's where all his rusty spanners are going."
Yeah, seriously though. Are you certain that you want to mess with this guy?
I'm not, but he seems like because of Neo, I'm getting very little choice in the matter.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. I have dealt with a lot of people. I'm still young. I have time to improve and learn even more. But when it comes to People that are not against killing someone if the job requires it. And I'm not talking about soldiers here, I'm talking about bounty hunters, assassins, stuff like that, you know. They, most of them have a code. Most of them have a way of thinking and operating. Okay? The worst that you can find in these circles are people that are 100% sure about what they're doing and they're focused on it. They are, you know, it's the people that are not doing something just to fulfill a contract, just for doing the job. Rather, the job is a means to an end. And that is, th- yeah, that's certainly what the deal with this guy is.
Yeah.
Try to talk him out of it.
She just looks at her seriously and says, "It might take us both to talk about this one."
Yeah, well, tell you the truth, I don't believe that we're going to be successful in that. But maybe we can find a way to make things, I don't know, easier,
Less stressful, you mean?
less chaotic.
So,
I straight up told him that if he survives this, if he actually does, if he actually goes all the way along with it, okay, and he survives despite some miracle, I don't know what I'm going to do. Murder is a possibility.
don't tell me
You see that she's saying that uh, not in a serious tone, but at the same point, you get the feeling that she's actually frustrated about it.
Elena will actually try and keep the cheery tone as bad as she feels, and she said to her, "Don't tell me I have to play marriage counselor again between you two. I'm sick of doing it every time there's a domestic."
That's... Yeah, you have enough to think about. You have your own problems. No need to. No need for us to add more. But well,
You already have, she says with a smile.
here's the thing. I will ask around to see if I can find any leads. But that's as far as I'm willing to go with this.
Unfortunately for me, I don't have a choice on how far I get to go with it.
Neo is thankful for that.
But there is one favor I would ask of you.
Go ahead.
In the coming days, I'll have to go in front of the Senate to kickstart whatever road this is going to go down in terms of getting this a resolution. When I'm done, would you come back with me to Osis, try and talk sense into him at least?
I'll have to free up my schedule for that. But believe me, I will do my best.
I never knew having a sister would be this awesome. Helena said, but just giving her a hug again.
Yeah, don't get carried away because this could soon end in a tragedy, as you understand.
Tragedies of all I've known up to this point. Helena says with a serious tone.
No, you don't. You know nothing, Ellen. I might wring his neck one of these days.
It still won't be the worst thing
Anyway.
I've witnessed. Helena says, chuckling.
Anyway, I'm serious though.
Yeah.
I truly believe that you shouldn't get involved in that guy with whatever is happening. Uh, I don't know the extent of it, and frankly, I don't want to know.
And I'll be straight with you, Daisa.
Yeah.
The sad truth is, I don't think I'll have a choice. People will make that decision for me. Neo being one of them.
Yeah. A small reminder, in case you have forgotten, this witch that is working with him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, it's one of the few people that I cannot stomach, being around. She terrifies me for some reason. So, for someone to terrify her, maybe in the same way, I'm just saying.
Duly noted, and I haven't forgotten. Weird thing is, Alana says,
Good.
yeah, before she leaves, Alana says, weird thing is, for some reason, Dwayne can stomach her. I don't know what it is, but I might be able to use that.
You see her narrowing her eyes and says, Wayne is more cunning than you know. Do not underestimate him.
Why? Alana will just say, why would I? I trained him to be like that, after all, she says with a smile.
Well, yeah, I don't know who's been training who, but we'll see.
I'll come back tomorrow. She says with a small wave as she goes back to the hotel.
Okay. So, a couple of days pass. Everything seems fine. You have a very nice stay, Gorsant, for a change.
It's never nice
And-
for me.
Yes. And let's see. Would have that. Actually, let's roll a die for it.
If it's heads, you live. If it's tails, you die.
That's not a dice roll, that's a coin flip. There's a difference.
No, it's a two-sided die.
There's no such thing, it'll just be a paper mache.
So, who wants to be first? Actually, let's go with how the portraits are. Number 1 is Elena, number 2, Bringdor, number 3, Nar, and number 4 is Jawain.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 4.
Hi, Joanne! No sleeping yet, Tyron. You gotta wait.
So, Jawain.
Okay.
As a Jawa, you like, taking things that are of the that have technology on them. So, you are currently keeping some of the comlinks from the ship. I guess that Brindor would be like, okay, it's time for me to to get some rest, vacation time, literally. I don't want to be bothered.
Time to get
Uh,
vacation from my vacation.
Room
exactly.
service. Room service.
More
Nar
magazines,
wouldn't be.
please.
Yeah, Nar wouldn't be the person to carry those around because he doesn't consider himself the group's leader or anything. So he would be. That's not my responsibility. So it falls on Elena and you, and Elena has a lot of things in her head. So
Sorry, buddy.
I guess you're the one that is currently holding them.
All of the comlinks.
Yes.
Including the one.
Oh, you simple-minded fool.
You have all the power now. Use it well. So.
You were
one of
wrong
the
the entire
comlinks-
time, Riss.
One of the
It's not
comlinks.
Darth Janitor you should be worried about.
It's Darth Utini.
Oh no. So one of the comlinks actually starts beeping.
Can I tell whose it is?
Oh yes. It's one of the encrypted ones that you have been using for quite some time. Roll an intelligence check to see if you can remember which.
In before
one
it's a
exactly
0.
it is. Oh,
This is the way, yes.
This is the way, exactly. You have no idea. It's just a comlink. Who cares?
Hello, Jawa Pizza Service. How may I help you?
Leave a
Nothing bad has-
voicemail.
Nothing bad has ever come out of a comlink.
Leave a voicemail.
So, did you answer?
Oh,
You
gosh,
phone,
what
who
is
dis?
No. It would be more like I answer. I'm like, "Bleh?"
Oh god, this is perfect.
No, we've got to go full 90s with this. You answer, he goes, "What's up?"
I actually want to hear what you're going to say now.
Okay, fine. For your sake, then I will answer.
Okay. Okay. What? You pick it up. What do you say?
Huh?
That's it. Uh-huh.
Not a hoy hoy.
I mean, I rolled a 1. What do you want me to?
Just
Okay.
say a hoy hoy in a very unsure, timid tone. A hoy hoy?
Okay. So, you just pick it up. There are a few 4 to 5 seconds that pass without anything being heard
Apart from Dwayne heavily breathing
one
down
side or the other.
No,
Yes.
Dwayne's heavy breathing down the other side going.
For 5 seconds, nothing is heard from either side. And then you hear a voice that says, I'm guessing that someone's hearing. Someone's listening.
Yeah.
I'm close to concluding my business with your friend. Perhaps it would be a good time for us to, as agreed, set a rendezvous point.
I will pass that along to those who need to know.
Good. Contact me again when you have gathered the intel you need, and hopefully I'll pick it up. Till then.
Cue Dwayne running through the entire ship, holding the comlink like an Olympic torch, trying to find Alana.
With the one, I'm debating if Jawain actually realized what happened.
Oh yeah, no. Given what has basically consumed his mind over the course of this last, how long were we on Osis?
It's been a week.
Okay. The past, week or so, yeah. He knows who it is.
Like I said, the comlink now becomes an Olympic torch as he searches for a letter for the letter from the hotel.
Yeah.
Elena will make her found.
So,
Elena will be in her room, so she'll be easy to find, I think. Sorry, Miss, continue.
I'm just. I need some... Okay. Okay, so Elena's in her room then, right?
Yep. She hasn't
Okay.
left yet.
Elena?
Yeah? What is it?
We just got a call from our decidedly not friendly friend.
As soon as you finish saying that, Elena has her comlink out and she's patching it through. Luke?
Oh god. Elena, is that you?
Yes, I need to see you. It's urgent. I've been contacted. The Abator wants to set a rendezvous point for us to pick up Ahsoka at our earliest convenience.
Coming right away. 10 seconds passes and Luke appears inside the room. He has learned how to teleport. No.
I was about to say, he just appears. Oh man, I've decided to start existing here now. There's nothing you can do about it.
No. You want to go even worse? This we try to reach out for him and he's not really there, but he's there.
So,
He apparates into the room first as a spiritual figure, and actually forms into his actual human form. And Alana goes, "One day you're gonna have to teach me how you do that."
Oh, believe me, you don't want to know.
after an hour or so, Luke shows up. And he says, "Okay, so what happened exactly?"
The Abator says he's getting finished up with Ahsoka and he wants to set up a rendezvous. Best guess is with the two of you.
Define finishing up. Although I
That's
guess
all he said.
No,
I
I
would
was expecting that.
Yes.
Okay.
I get the feeling you and I won't be going straight back to Osis like I had.
I highly doubt that the rendezvous point will be on Ossus, to be honest.
Knowing him, he'll probably pick somewhere remote and out of the way of anyone. He wants to feel like he's got the upper hand on the situation.
One way to find out.
And so Joanne hands over the comm link.
Elena will take it and activate the hologram.
Okay. There is a wait, and after a minute or two, someone finally answers. I see it didn't take long.
I don't want to waste your time nor you mine, so let's get this sorted out.
Yes. Let's talk about the terms of the meeting. As per usual, I'm going to send you some coordinates. And well, the time frame actually could be in need of your input.
I would say my friend here is anxious to get his friend back, so we will meet you as soon as we finish our business here.
Right, let me see. There's a small pause. After a bit, he says, "So, I believe that yes, yes, Ord Mantell will do nicely.
Very well.
I presume that it won't take you more than 5 to 6 days to get there."
But we should be able to get there in that time, yes.
Good. Lastly, we should talk about the attendees.
Elena will pitch forward. You and Jacera from your side, myself and Master Skywalker from our side. No one else. Sound agreeable?
I believe that that is agreeable, yes. Why do you want Jacera to be there, though? Just curious.
We have our own business to take care of as well, and better to do it now so it doesn't waste anyone's time.
Good to know. See you in a few days.
See you then. Elena's not going to hide from Luke the dour look that she has when she hangs up the comm. She just puts her hand in, she rests her head in one of her hands and just sighs.
If that was... I don't know if that is good or not.
That's the best deal we're going to get, I'm afraid.
I'm not worried about the deal per se. I'm not worried about Well, I'm worried about the condition we're going to find Ahsoka in.
You and me both. That man is more trouble than he's worth, she says as she rises from her seat. But we can't worry about that now. We should finish our business here first.
Yes, I don't believe that we'll have enough time to finish our business here. Unfortunately, we'll have to come back. Unless we do something stupid and don't attend to the meeting.
That is the last thing I would suggest doing, Elena says in a very serious tone.
Okay, then I suggest we get there and get back as soon as possible.
We'll have to find transportation that will fit both of us, Elena says. I don't think I can fit in your X-Wing.
Don't worry about it. You have a ship. We're covered. Plus, we can find a number of ships here, so that's not a problem.
Elena will smile, look at
We
Joanne.
have maybe 2 days at best to prepare for this.
We should inform.
Take advantage of that time.
Yeah. We should go inform Leia of these developments, Elena says as she.
I will do so right now. Don't worry about it. Just see what else you can do. If any ideas spring to your mind.
One has already, in fact, Elena says, looking at him. I'm gonna go see my old friend again. Maybe she can help us with this situation. I'll be back before you know it.
I won't be here when you come back. Call and he leaves.
Well, she's not taking him to Daisa to the hotel. And I will say, I know you're not going to be here. I expect you to be with Leia when I return. I'll meet you there. She laughs as she goes down to the speeder port.
Meanwhile, Brindor.
There's a disturbance near the ship. Oh no.
There's a disturbance near the ship, but the new batch is just delivered.
Yes.
Exactly.
So, you go to find this, I suppose.
I do, yeah.
Okay. She's that. You see her opening the door, and she's like, "What is it now?"
I need you to come with me. It's urgent.
Go on. I'm waiting to hear what the urgency is.
Let's just say Neo's favorite person in the galaxy has just contacted me. I'm afraid I might have to leave planet for a couple of days. I'm gonna need you to help me sort this thing out while I'm gone.
Great. What exactly do you need?
You know, the investigation I came here to resolve. All I need you to do is help my friend get any extra information you can regarding what we're looking into, and then when I'm back, I'll handle the rest.
Okay, under one condition. I don't usually work for free, so some kind of compensation would be nice. Don't worry, I'm going to make a friendly, you know, a friendly price tag.
Elena will laugh and say, "How about when you come with me back to Ursus, I pay for any drink you have while you stay." Fair deal?
I'll think about it. And then, as she's suing you out of out the door, she says, "You still have a lot to learn about haggling." She pushes you.
Mm,
Elena will laugh at you and laugh at her and say, "Hey, I'm better at it than Neo is at least."
really?
Debatable. And she closed the door.
Very debatable. Neo has actually gotten things for lower price.
Elena has gotten things for free. I think that counts as better.
So,
Elena's
you
not
go
gonna.
back.
Elena's not gonna leave the door until Daista decides whether or not she's coming up with her. She's not gonna
Okay.
intrude, but she's gonna wait outside the door.
After a bit, you see that she opens the door. You see that she has put on a cloak, some different clothes, and she just looks at you and says, "Okay, where are we heading?"
We're heading to a very familiar office, she says as she gets in the speeder.
Very familiar for who?
For us both.
Okay, so long story short, you get there. You see her. She's looking a bit out of her comfort zone. uh,
Only in a bit.
Just a bit, apparently.
yeah, that's what she lets slip. Let's say.
Elena will just smile at her and say, "Come on, you've made me do a lot worse than this."
I don't like it here.
And
She just
Yeah.
says.
Elena will comfort her put an arm around her shoulder and just say, "And you think I do? This is unnecessarily evil, unfortunately."
Yeah. Anyway, you get to the office, and you see that Leia is there. Luke is not uh, currently present,
Elena, Elena
and
looks like she didn't. Elena looks like she didn't expect that, which she didn't, and she just goes, "I'm assuming Luke told you of our predicament."
yes, he told me. Who's your friend? And you see that Leia goes there and formal, formally introduce yourself
Elena will say, "This is
to Daisha, and
yeah." Elena will make the introduction, saying, "Leia, this is Data Blen, the contact I told you about, who helped us dig some more information about our friend."
oh, I see. You see that Les giving her a very uh, uh, a very good look from head to toes. Uh, you see that Daisy is a bit, yeah. Nice to meet you. Excuse me if I'm not. Well, I was not expecting to meet a senator, and I would appreciate it if my presence here was not
No.
widely known. You see that Lea's eyes go back to you, Elen, and says, "That explains a lot. Come in."
Alana will actually make sure Daisy's as comfortable as possible and just say, if I wanted someone widely known to help me out in this investigation, I wouldn't have brought you. I need someone I can trust.
Yeah, a joy. So, Elena looks at you and says,
I look at myself.
yes, you look at
Yes,
yourself.
you give yourself a hard look.
And you contemplate on everything you've done.
Every mistake you
That's
can
all.
make.
To be fair, Maris, that's all Alana has ever done for the entirety of the two seasons we've had. So,
Leg gives a look and says, "Okay, I presume that we should acquaint your friend with the people in the list, I suppose. Can I count on your utmost confidence?"
of course,
And you see,
go on.
good. All right, this will take a while, so. And yeah, there is a thorough debriefing about the Datapad's phew, content, and you see very quickly that Dessa's attitude changes a bit. She finds this interesting.
Of course she does.
It doesn't take too long for her to uh, get
Behind this.
exactly what's happening and everything. So
And
yeah.
like I said, Alana would have reassured her that she didn't bring her here for the laughs.
After this is done, Leia says, "Thank you very much for your trust in this, and I'm looking forward to our cooperation going forward. And why not? We could maybe find ways to make you more legitimate and less whatever you are now." At that, you see that this is
Oh no.
okay. We'll think about this. You can be certain, Center. Thank you very much. Um, I guess I'll be seeing you. And the moment you exit, this just turns to you and without looking at you and says, "Just so you know, you're on the list now too."
Alana just chuckles. What? At least I haven't told you to go and kill. At least I haven't told you to go and investigate someone extremely dangerous. Alana says with a jerky little nudge.
Yes, you had. You got me to investigate many dangerous people, not just one.
Alana just chuckles.
To be fair.
Alana just chuckles and says, "At least this way. At least I'm giving you the choice."
Same! Hey, Neo never forced her to anything.
This is not what Alana's making. What Neo's making Daisy do. It's more when Alana finds out what she has to do in this role, in this investigation.
At least At least what I have to fear in this situation is getting thrown into jail. That has always been the case, so well, I'm used to it. Why not? At least I'm not going to be sleeping, wondering if I will wake up on the next day or I'll have a giant hole in my head instead.
Alana will just say, Alana will just add to like, there's a little thing that I got for you as part of this deal. Something called diplomatic immunity. You can thank me later.
I'm not entirely sure about that.
Lair's as good as her word. You can trust me on that.
So,
Alana will just say one
You-
final line today, so just to give her a little bit of a chuckle, say, yeah, you don't have to worry about waking up like that for going to prison. I've got to worry about that every day since the day I've been born. Don't compare that.
Perfect. So, everything is set up for you to go there. The question is, do the other two members want to attend or not? I mean, with an Aaron Brindo.
Sorry, Nari's not going to be up for being left behind. That's all I'm going to say. For anything. If they're telling him, we are leaving you here in Coruscant. In Coruscant? Here! Do you come back? Nah! I'm going with you.
If they
No matter what, for him it's like either if I'm in middle of the work, okay, this is the most boring place he can have for Nar.
Alana will make
Going to the good places and interesting places takes too long. Nah.
Alana, as they prepare, will make it very clear to the party that under no circumstances should anyone other than her and Luke leave the ship for this mission. We don't want to jeopardize
Okay.
a friend's life.
Okay.
Okay. So, pack things up.
As they're packing up before they leave, Alana will mention to Luke that she's managed to find Leia a contact that could help out with the investigation. It took some persuasion, but we made it work.
Okay. She gives you a good look, like, if you say so.
Alana just shrugs and goes, "Hey, we can't leave this investigation cold while we've got other things to do."
So, you begin your journey toward Mantel. If things go well, it won't take more than 2 to 3 days to get there. So you might have 1 day and a half spare time once you get there to find the exact location that the meeting is taking place.
Would the Abator have sent the coordinates to Alana during this prep
Yes.
time?
Yeah. The coordinates are sent.
No. He would wait until the exact moment when you land. Because that way, he makes sure that you know that he's watching you.
So, once you get there, Ornmantel is has a lot of people and a lot of things that are happening.
We've been here
And-
before, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
you've been here before.
This is the place where
Where's the where?
This is the one place
Where are
where
those piles of junk that I left behind?
Elena will look at Joanne and say, "I thought we went over this."
Mm-hmm.
But you still want that, right?
You see? You see that the rendezvous point is
Shows what I know.
in a particular location that is well, you're not entirely sure. It's from what it seems, it's on a heavily industrialized area. Lots of buildings. This is a bit strange. Every time that the Abator has prepared for a meeting or something like that, almost always it was in remote areas. So you start approaching a certain building that seems to be where the meeting is going to take place. At least these are the coordinates. And you quickly realize that it's one of the abandoned
Warehouse districts.
yeah, you could say that.
Abandoned warehouse districts. Power Rangers' favorite. Watch
Yep.
out for Zords.
Yep. That and Rocky Crops.
Mhm. So, um, you get there, and once you land with your ship, uh, you see that there is an incoming call, your comlink,
I take it.
and you hear Jessera's voice saying, "Well, I wasn't planning in seeing you so soon, but here we are."
Here we are, indeed.
You have the coordinates, correct?
Already here.
You'll have to go a few floor, a few floor downs. Down. Oh my god, I can't speak today. Don't worry, I'm going to walk you through.
Very well.
Oh, also, if you have Jawain there, he's free to join.
Elena just raises her eyebrow. Figured you want to
Right,
see him.
so you gonna roll to anticipate the bomb they put underneath the conference room?
Mhm. Yeah,
I
I mean,
Elena will just say, partially jokingly, partially seriously, saying, "I figured you want to see him."
Yeah, why not?
Very well, we'll be there.
Okay. Just make sure that this is something that he wants. It's not a prerequisite for the meeting, as you understand. It's consider it a bonus.
mhm.
Elena will turn down to Joanne and say, "Jacera wants to see you if you want to come."
Brindor. Keep an eye on Nar.
I'm not gonna let him scratch the paint. I just had this fixed.
He looks you at you, Wayne, and repeats, I am a professional, even if I don't look like it.
See,
Annoyed,
this is the
really.
weakness of playing a Jawa. You
Mm.
can't tell whether or not when they're smirking. You
Don't
You can't
care.
read their facial expressions.
Don't care. Even if you were smirking, Narv will still be annoyed at you treating him like a child. In fact, he's beginning to change your position on the list at this point if you keep
Oh
going
god,
with these jokes.
Oh no.
He doesn't like these kind of teasing.
there's so many lists.
Elena will just
So,
look at you, Joanne, and say, "Okay, that's enough antagonizing for one day, don't you think? He's been through enough."
This is the thing for Nar. You attack him personally and other stuff. Okay, fine. You attack him with his job. He takes it very personally. It's his pride.
my
It's the
pride
one
and
thing
joy.
you don't joke with him.
So,
He needs to get over himself.
Elena will motion for Luke and Joanne to follow her as she continues talking to Jacera about the instructions.
okay. You enter the abandoned building. It seems that it has been that way not for very long. You don't see many signs of disrepair around, so it's somewhat recent. So, as you go inside, you get some added instructions. And finally, you arrive at a crossroads, let's say, with a huge chasm underneath you. As you enter from one side, the three of you, the other side is there Sarah.
Kora Mata.
And says,
Yeah.
"Welcome. I hope your journey here was not difficult."
No. Pretty simple as journeys go.
Good to hear. And then you see that she's just yeah, very leisurely just stands and leans um, on the wall beside her, and she's just staying there waiting. Anything interesting happened in the meantime?
I don't know.
She says as she gives a look at, at the three of you. Luke says, I don't want to spoil the mood, but we are here for a specific reason, and I'd like some clarification on what exactly is happening. Yeah, of course. Well, see, the thing is, we set a meeting for us to get back your friend. I- I'm guessing she's a friend, right? And she gives a good look at all three of you, and Luke just says yes. Okay, I would kindly request one of you to follow me, and I was specifically told that that cannot be you, Master Skywalker, unfortunately. It's going to be one of the other two. Whoever feels up for the task.
What's the catch? Alana says immediately.
There is no cuts. Well,
Get.
not in the way that you would think. I was told that you don't have to worry. You are going to get Mrs. Sokatano back in one piece.
Alana will just look at Luke and she will sigh and goes, "Guess I'm going then."
Why you?
Because you already mentioned Luke can't come, and I don't want to put you in any needless danger if there's something unexpected, so just sit tight, both of you. I'll try not to be long. Lead the way.
Okay. So as you go next to Tercera, she leads you down the corridor, and after you get to a point that you are far away so that the others cannot hear or anything, she says, "So you will go down the stairs there and continue on the corridor that there is the last door. Just enter."
Okay.
Okay, good. I'm going back to keep company to your friends a little bit. But don't worry, nothing nefarious is going to happen if you don't do anything stupid. As it so happens, I told him a few things about you and Jawain. And I can't be sure, but maybe something piqued his interest. Remains to be seen.
Very well. Alana looks at Jacera seriously and goes, "I had a feeling this would happen, so this is why I decided to go. Because we can't just Wayne to not go with his gut sometimes."
She gives you a very serious look, and she just says, "Behave."
Same to you, she says with a very serious look.
"Oh, you know me, I will." And starts walking back to the others. Jawain, after a while, after a few minutes, maybe, you see that Jersera goes back and goes and stays opposite to you and says, "So it seems that we're going to hang around a bit. I also have a small present for you. And you see that she pulls out the other holocron. And says, I think we made a deal, correct?
Did you find everything you were looking for?
Not quite, no. Some things, yes. But there's still certain details that elude me. I would be interested in hearing of your findings, Luke says. Maybe. We'll see. So, Elena, you walk down the stairs, then you follow the corridor, and finally you arrive in front of a heavy door. And you open it. You see that it leads not to another room, but um, pretty much leads to an outside staircase that goes down, and in front of it there is a ship that is land there,
Okay.
waiting. Roll a knowledge technology would by technology, yes, technology check to see if you can recognize anything about the craft.
If anything about Neos talks to you, with you.
Well, let's see how bad this is going to be.
Oh god.
Ah!
Well, it's a spaceship. You're
It's a spaceship.
you're fairly certain of that.
Yeah.
Good job.
Good job.
It goes vroom.
It's triangular in shape, and as you get closer, it's bigger than it seems at first glance.
They call it the TARDIS.
Hmm.
It's way bigger.
No, this means it's bigger on the outside, not bigger on the inside.
No, it's just big on the inside and on the outside. It's ginormous on the inside.
So, once you arrive at the bottom of the stair, you see that there is a landing platform already. A landing platform, you know, a platform that leads inside the ship. That is open and waiting.
Okay.
So you walk in, and the moment you do, you realize that by looking around in the ship, the interior is different than what you are accustomed to. It's very clean, but you see no terminals. You see no visible cables anywhere. And as you enter, you see a droid that comes to you. I believe you have actually seen that droid before. It's the bulbous head.
Mm-hmm.
Where is our little friend? There he is. Zil 5 that says, "Welcome. Please follow me." And he leads you to one of the doors that the moment he gets there, the door opens. And inside you see a small office and sitting on the opposite side is the Abator. He's... And he points with his hand to the chair on the opposite side.
I take a seat.
So, you're Elena, correct?
I am.
For some reason, Jessera seems to think that you are something of rarity. I would go as far as to say that she considers you a potential valuable asset. Special. I thought that maybe it is a good opportunity for me to see if that is actually true.
Very well.
As for your friend, do not worry. The Togruta is healthy and fine. She's just sleeping. Once we're done, you will take her and go your merry way. Till then,
Your ass is grass.
let's see what's so special about you. In my experience, the best way to determine such things is through questions. So, feel free to ask me whatever you want.
Very well. You seem to have a knack of knowing exactly what you want and when you want it, and why you want it. I've never met a bounty hunter quite like you before who isn't as interested in monetary gain. What is it exactly that you're after which you are willing to share?
Well, I'm a hunter. First and foremost. And as it so happens, my quarry is extremely elusive and dangerous. And I happen to be in need of the best tools possible for the job. You understand, for me to be as effective as I can.
That goes without saying for any profession, but what specifically are you looking for that could need this much preparation?
It's not easy to flush out your prey sometimes. You need very specific circumstances for that to happen.
What sort of circumstances do you think this creature requires?
Go again because there was a small cut.
What specific circumstances do you feel that this specific quarry requires?
Oh, that is something that you shouldn't worry about. Everything is going fine for the time being. You're doing an excellent job.
I aim to please. Hello, it says with a small smirk.
That wasn't targeted on you specifically. It was more of a general observation.
I can see that. Hello, it says being more serious. More serious. So all these deals, the Mandalorians, Renelin, this has all been towards the exact same goal.
Always have been. Although Renalin is a bit of a special case, if I may say so. It was never the plan to have lasting contact with her, but she has proven herself quite sharp in many ways. And I do like to make good use of people, of talent.
There's a lot of talent to find around the galaxy. It's very rare to find the type of talent that is required for such work as yours, I take it.
Oh, yes. The most important ingredient is an extremely rare thing to find. And I was pleased to see that young Renalin does have that specific requirement.
Which ingredient are we talking about?
An open mind.
In that case, you are correct. It's very rare to find such, especially in a galaxy like this.
I'm curious. Has Dressera been pestering you with her theories and ideas about your order?
I can't recall a time where we haven't met where she hasn't said such.
Yes, he's rather headstrong, isn't she?
She seems to be one who believes that she knows all the answers. In my experience, no one can really know all the answers, as hard as you look. Some answers you need to find for yourself.
You are correct. That's what she's trying to do. There is a fatal flaw, though, in her way of going about it. She sees the flaw in the Jedi Order, but she doesn't see the same flaw in her. And in what she's trying to do.
When one is certain that their way is the only way, they fail to see that they, in turn, copy the same flaws they see in others.
I have to admit, you're not a fool. For some reason, that is almost praise. Rather than an insult.
Yeah.
In your mind. But I'm not very interested in philosophical conversations. That's more of her thing. I find it rather pointless debating on things that neither side actually knows. Don't you?
I agree. It's why I never got into politics.
Politics has nothing to do with philosophy. It has everything to do with opportunism.
Yet one thing that is so very common between politicians and philosophers, they always seem to talk around in circles and never get to the actual point.
Talking about points, you haven't asked me anything of value in the last sentences, so should I assume that you've asked everything you wanted?
It's impossible to ask everything to a man who you know nothing about, Ella says with a very pointed look.
You have one more chance then. You get the feeling that you are not unlike a test subject in there.
All these tests, all these questions, all these things you ask of those you interact with. First Guri, then Ahsoka, now me. What is the point of all of it?
I didn't ask many questions to Ahsoka. She was fairly uncooperative, so I resorted in other methods. Don't worry, she's fine. You'll see for yourself in a bit.
But questions or other methods, there's always, as I've noticed, there's always a point to what you do, be it preparing for the hunt, as you say, or the information you need from those who you question and use methods on. What is the point to all of it? It isn't merely
I
the
told
hunt.
you. Ah, yes. Well, the hunt is a means to an end, you see, in itself. It's the best thing I can do.
One thing I've learned from my time is the means to an end is not the true motive. We use the means to an end to hide our true motive.
You're asking of my motive then?
Yes. Why is it that you hunt what you hunt, you find what you find, you gather what you gather, and you question who you question? What's your
I
angle?
will actually entertaining answering this if you answer the same question first.
Very well.
So, what it is that you want?
What I want. Why I help rebuild the Jedi Order. Why I train those who I've trained, and why I ally with those who I've allied with. I never want to see anyone go through the hell that I've been through. From the Empire, from the Sith, from those who call themselves allies. There are some things that no one should go through. I don't seek to stop it, I seek to find ways to circumvent it.
You will need a certain amount of power if you want to go anywhere, you know.
Power doesn't just come from the self, it comes from those who you ally with as well. You can't rely on your own strength alone to gain what you want.
No, no. Are you afraid of power? Of attaining it?
I'm not afraid of power. I'm cautious as to what that power will cost me.
You know the saying that power corrupts?
Power
Roll, roll a perception check. It's very difficult, but
perception I am good at.
no, that doesn't help you.
No, it's not going to be as. Can I use the Force to try and read his angle?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can use make use the first check to trying and feel.
What is it with my rolls today?
No, that doesn't help either.
No, I'm not even going to try the Force point. I'm just going to say, I know the saying.
Yeah, it's.
You could just take a nat 20 on the use the force check.
Oh, that's true.
I'll do that. Thanks for reminding
I'm
me.
glad I was still here to remind you, because now I gotta go.
All right.
Oh, what is the result?
For the use the Force check, taking
Yes.
20 would give me a 40.
40. You try to see what exactly to catch feelings.
Yep.
You do catch.
Goodbye, everyone.
See ya.
See
Good
ya.
night, Tyron. See you. You do catch that there is a feeling of expectation and mildly entertainment coming from his side. but nothing else. It's like you're trying to push on a wall.
I'm not gonna divert the conversation. I'll just say I do know that saying. I also hear the phrase "power enables." You cannot corrupt yourself if you don't enable yourself to have the power to begin with.
I actually like that interpretation. In my mind, it's not power that corrupts. People are already corrupted. Power just gives them the chance to act upon it, most of the time. But enough. You have answered my question, so I believe it's only fair that I do the same. So, why I do all this? What is my grand scheme? I want to return home. Believe me, I'm not. It does not please me in the slightest. Moving around in this mess you call a galaxy. It's fairly unpleasant for many reasons. But one does what must be done.
Do not hesitate. Show no mercy.
I think that was a nice talk, don't you agree?
It was.
Good. Know that I have nothing personal with your order. To be honest, I don't care about it at all.
Duly noted.
If you find any solace in what I'm about to say, I keep organizations like the Sith in even lower esteem. I find them idiotic. For the simple reason that they are self-destructive. And it fascinates me that they can't see it. It bothers me, sometimes seeing people doing something so overtly foolish, and yet they're unable to see it for some reason. It's interesting.
Well, we could be thankful that those sorts of organizations tend to destroy themselves in the end. A smarter a philosophy is, the longer it can last. The smarter a business, the longer that business can stay afloat.
Maybe. And again, everything falls apart at some point. Let's go take your friend now, yes?
I can
And
concur
you
with
see
that.
that he gets up.
Eleanor will also rise.
You see that he's not carrying any of his weapons right now. The only thing that he has is some kind of metallic stick, baton. You're not entirely sure, that is hanging from his belt. It doesn't remind you a lightsaber at all.
Yeah,
Being very clear.
it's more like a stun baton, pretty much.
Yeah, something like that. And he exits. Zil5 is there, and he says, "Prepare, uh, Fulcrum, for her exit." And you see that the droid immediately goes into another room. And you're waiting for a good 5 to 10 minutes. He just stands there, and after a while, he goes into the other room as well. And after that period is done, you see that the door opens, and Ahsoka is on a platform, a floating platform that goes outside, and she seems to be unconscious, sleeping. Number one. Number two, she's soaking, like they got her out of a pool or something.
Back to tank. Maybe.
Um, I'd say roll. What should you roll for that?
Medicine, something like that. Treat injury.
Well, that's what I'm trying to see. No, it's not treat injury. It should be. Yes, it should be life sciences.
Okay. Probably the best roll I've got today, so yeah.
You're keeping that.
I'll add a force point.
Okay.
I should push it up to a 24.
As you look at it, and as the platform goes literally next to you, uh, you don't pick up the smell of, or the texture that back to tank has exactly. It seems like water.
Okay.
And he says, "Well, Zil5, please help our guest take Miss Ahsoka back to the others. And I believe that Jersera should be heading back." As you are exiting, you see that Zil5 takes the platform and goes outside. And as you're exiting, she says, "I believe that concludes our business. I hope that there will be no problems between us. Because make no mistake, if you stand in my way, I will not hesitate."
Duly noted. Elena will leave just on saying that, because while she can try and keep that promise herself, she can't control what her allies think.
So, you return to the others with Sok on board.
If
Immediately.
Luke looks at Elena, Elena will show him that she's concerned, but she gets the feeling that Ahsoka will be fine given time. She seems more relaxed than she should be.
Yes, actually, you could use the first check to try and see what exactly is going on as you're getting back.
I've used my nat 20, so I have to roll this one.
Yeah, I mean, no, you can do that again, but that's not.
Not necessary because I've just got because I've finally got a
it's
good
not
roll.
necessary.
I finally got a good roll.
She seems to be in a deep slumber.
Elena won't say anything, but she'll try and reassure Luke as best she can.
Okay. And as you are emerging back to the others, I think we should stop it here because time is
Yeah.
off. And yes.
I think this is as good a stopping point as any anyway.
Yeah. So that's it for today. Next time, now that this is done,
Next time we'll make sure that she's no longer Ahsoka.
oh yeah,
I had to get that one in at some point.
damn it. Anyway, next time there is no other obstacles that are stopping the party from pursuing the people that are trying to undermine uh, the New Republic in their own way. And yes, let's see where this will lead.
Mm.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Are we still going?
We are still going. I'm just wrapping up right now. Thanks for watching, everyone. Will we come back and join us on Tyrant Stream next week for Mass Effect?
Yes. The adventures of the Mass Defects must continue.
Yes. The Mass Defects must continue. I think we handled that as tactfully as we possibly could. So until then, see you over on Tyrant Stream next week. But for Star Wars, we'll see you in a fortnight. Ciao.